Okay? Alrighty.
Yes, my dear.
Okay,
this one was for the first song.
Right, you all good?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
This little funny stuff is for the first song to make the proper character. My name is Yvonne, Shamsan. That's how I find live my publications. This is singer-songwriter and whistleblower for children and animals' rights. That's why I was banned from music industry from my 3 years recording contract in the USA. After I refused to put down my activist media, exposing child trafficking, ritual abuse, secret societies, mind control abuse, and promoting animals' rights. I traveled 30 countries, singing here and there. And I stayed in the US for 7 years. But I did not give up on my whistleblowing for the voiceless, so we couldn't cooperate with No Tools Record the 4th year and release the 2nd and 3rd album that was already prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, so I was banned from music industry in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, the first song was performed time ago and many times by Shamsan. Yeah.
No, I didn't know you were going to take it off today. Give me a moment and I will unplug.
Thank you kindly. Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you kindly. Thank you. And the first song will be a bit classical. That's just expressing my present mood. I am my own special creation. So come take a look. Give me a hook. Or an ovation. I don't want praise, I don't want pity. I make my own drum, something needs noise. I think it's pretty, and so what? If I love each external, why not try to see things from a different angle? That's what we're there. Till you can shout out loud, I am what I am. I am what I am. It's what I am. There's no excuses. I do my own day. Sometimes the haze, sometimes the juices. There's one life, and there's no return, no deposit. One life, and it's time to open up your closet. Life's not worth a damn till you can shout out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, the next one that I will choose for you, that song that I dedicate to my mom, my dearest mom. The song that was recorded by 1 Grammy, performed by Luther Vandross. I dedicate to my rest in peace, beloved mother.
goes of me. If I could steal another glance, another step, another dance with her, I'd play a song that would never end. How I'd love, 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 love to cling to my mother again. Sometimes I listen outside the door. I'd hear how my mother cried for kids. I pray for her even more than me. I pray for her even more than me. No, I'm praying for much too much, but could you send back that tender touch you loved? I know you don't do it usually, but still you're we're trying to cling to our mothers again. Every night I fall asleep, this is what I ever do. Ladies and gentlemen, but my mommy always wanted me to be strong, and most of the things I used to do for her to prove I can be strong, to stop her from crying when I was trafficked in music industry. Just a second. So my mommy always wanted me to be strong. I have 15 minutes, so I won't cross this time. And regardless, I was trafficked, and most of the music contracts, everything on the surface looked great, like 5-star hotels in Cyprus. Cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, Princess, other places. But all the places, plenty of these wicked men in power who believe that if you are a performer, you have to also be their private property. And if you are not their private property, they can look away your salary, they can make you a lot of problems. Sometimes I had to fight with the special officers and PE officers in Cyprus after my 5-star hotels in Cyprus to come back safely to my homeland. I had to fight, and I had to prove with my records that my agent for biggest 5-star hotels in Cyprus, Athena, Mykonos, St. George, Akros, Skebe, didn't pay my salaries for 3 months, so I was starving. On the surface, everything was great, but my mommy used to suffer a lot, that she couldn't ever know whether her child is safe. And by the way, last week I again refused to. Didn't comply with invitation to Illuminati. That was about the 5th one. One, two, three, hands. Who was the first performer of this song and the writer, I think. Jack Savaretti wasn't very popular, made popular, though he was a great talent, but perhaps he didn't enjoy the cults, the sex cults. So as Whitney Houston was very stubborn and proud, she was a Christian person. So as Avicii, so as Isaac Kappy sacrificed, you need to know about this, you need to know the basics, and you need to check the interview. Famous and very respected Stupiders show Ali Carter, Obama raped me. Stupiders and Ali Carter, Obama raped me.
Thank you very much, Yvonne. Thank you.